dozen roses, such would astound you. The joy of children laughing around you. These are the makings of you. It is true, the makings of you. The righteous way to go, little one would know.
The painter, mother's letter. I should cut my ear off like Van Gogh. Stop performing at the Klan shows. Watch myself from the audience. Play piano with lit candles. I mean, I'll still perform, but the thrill is gone. I don't feel as strong, maybe cause the wheel is torn. I clutch in a ball cause I'm sick to my gut. Then I brushed off the dust, stood up like I was touched by healing palms. I picked up my shield and 3 rocks as I'm hearing psalms. Know ye not that ye are gods? And I've been blocked by bouncers, overlooked by the announcers. I'm in a stand with the fans, which told me many of my album was like a counselor. They said songs like Then From Now, got them from then to now. Even deja vu, they said the old man was you in a reoccurring nightmare where you kept coming back around. I took a picture with him, then he showed me a picture of his daughter in a cap and gown. He said he put her through college because your words stood up for knowledge. Said to be honest, you like a prophet. I said stop it. He said what made you right before quarantine take us to Nebula in a rocket? I said it was just my journey to the planet of gods, a divine intervention. Just a mantra I said for the monsters in my head. Kept reliving, but we true and living. Like 3 supermen then, he said who you kidding? That was a beautiful listening. Clan came on and music was hitting. They did 4th chamber while I talked to strangers about his divorce and child support papers. Got it restrained in court for his anger. On the cross cause of haters. As Ghost finish up with the black suede while it dawn. They look around, I'm not on. They search backstage and I'm gone. March finish the set, play the next song. Play the next. Nobody would remember. He hardly was a member. But the gods was his avengers. With the bars always an inventor. From kindergarten to jobs at the center. From the mini mart, parking cars for the winter. Kept a penny jar. What's the odds I get injured? Dreams of a football star was hindered. My lovers died, my brother's demise. My first son arrived in September. Virgo. No more pop locking like a turbo. Stopping in Stockton in my circles. Metanessa, love was eternal. Ancestors, embrace her. Soared in my dreams like Jacob. Wrestle with the devils before I wake up. Or was that an angel in flames who renamed you? Kill a priest to join the Wu-Tang school. Say to them, oh son of man, now children go in the land. Now I'm on send them 5 deadly venoms.
Freak out, yo!
Yeah, man. Man, say what up.
Huh?
Say what up.
Say what?
Say what's up. Man, you look like grandma.
Oh, you looking at me now?
All right, peace and blessings. Welcome to another episode of Nuts Radio. Place for announcements. Your host, Knowledge. We got a special guest by a special request who is no stranger to this platform, okay? I'm so glad and thankful that at the end of this month, Nuts Radio turns 10 years old. So I've been out in these streets for 10 years, 4,000 episodes like you see, and this unique authoress over here, New York royalty is in the building. You understand what I'm saying? One who continues to use her pen to speak about real life events, some of her life, and some of the lives of the people who lived, who never got a chance to tell their story. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some present to others this visionary author, this wonderful mother, and this magnificent human being. Okay, a child of the Most High God is up in the building as well. You understand? So let's give it up for the one, the only Authoress Mone't in that building. Welcome back. Beautiful.
Hi, thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm actually feeling pretty good. Life is always life in some way, but I always find a way to, get it together and get back on track with things. How are you?
Good. Working on my tan, you know what I'm saying? You know, working on
Okay.
my tan out here. Uh, it's been a minute since I seen you. It's been a minute since you've been here. So,
Well, a lot has happened, so I really came on here to talk about my new books, or at least some of them, today. I am kind of still a new author. I wrote my first book back in 2018 called Broken Heart. This Ain't a Love Story. It's pretty much most of that story is a true story about my life from birth all the way up until 2017. I had a life or death experience. I had a aortic aneurysm in emergency heart surgery. Um, it took a lot of recovery and things like that. So I kind of didn't have a good experience with my first book. It was published by someone else back in 2018, and the situation just did not work out. So I was able to get the rights to my book back and republish it in 2019. By the time all of that came up, because at the time I was doing the BossHive Radio, I had the clothing line, Tough Legend thing going on, and I guess my wear out was just didn't want to really deal with the books, but um, I actually did keep writing. I just held on to the work this whole time. Most of the work that I've been putting out is stuff that I've written over the past 5 or 6 years, ever since I republished the book. I have helped other people publish their books as well. I will be bringing those back out by an author named Peanut. And I had another author, I don't really know where he's at now, but um, I decided in the last couple of months that I was going to get back into putting my books out just to see how people like my work. And I just had so many different ideas over the last 5 or 6 years. I've just been writing down, whether it's in my phone and my notes. I have my laptop here. I'm always in front of a laptop, whether it's for work or school or writing books. So I have a lot of time um, to do all of these things. So I've just been dropping the work that I've had. Um, I've been doing everything myself pretty much. I'm just a one man show with from the covers to the editing to everything. I'm doing it all on my own and publishing on Amazon. So that's what's been going on. Since the last time y'all saw me, I'm actually almost done receiving my bachelor's degree in health services administration. I will be graduating next year in 2026 in December. I'll be finishing. I'm gonna walk the stage in June of 27. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
what does it feel like to come back? Because I know, you went through some things.
Yeah, and it actually feels good to come back. I'm really into it. When I wrote the first book, I kind of wrote them out of feelings and a little bit of like anger that I had. I had something to prove to, well, I didn't have to, but I felt like at the time that I had something to prove to people on the outside just due to my situation and things that happened with me. And I did want to tell my life or death experience and everything I went through before that, just to kind of explain is how I got there. This time I feel differently about writing books. Um, I went from not wanting to really do it anymore to just kind of slow rolling it and just testing my own ideas in my writing. Um, Now, like I said, it's different for me. The books that I write now, I do want to let everybody know that there is some true story behind every story that I write pertaining to my life and maybe who I've encountered or I had an experience with, whether it was good or bad. Um, and I like to do that because it keeps the authenticity. Like, some of us go through life and we see and hear and go through some crazy things, and nobody would ever believe us, if we just told the story. So I like to write it and make it dramatic. I blow it up and whatnot. So, my aspect on writing, when I am writing my books these days, I'm writing it like it's a episode or part of a series. Like I'm seeing like movie vision when I'm writing my books, and that's kind of some of the feedback that I got, since I've been dropping my books in the last couple of months.
So is it a television series that you got in mind, or a movie? Which you want to do, or both? Because you're a cinematic writer.
I the way I write, yes, it is cinematic. So I'm thinking the way I write, I'm looking at it as if it's a movie, something that I would want to watch. But another thing that I'm also learning since I've been back in is what everybody else likes and what they're into and what they like to read. So I've been like kind of testing my gangster on different genres when I write. Yeah.
That's what's up right there. I'm excited for it. If you got a couple of titles you want to talk about in particular, just to let people know what you
Yes.
got going on.
Well, I pretty much been dropping a book every Friday since the end of June. So this week the book that dropped is called Dollar Dreams. It's about a girl, and I'll give an example of how similar, where I got the story from. So basically, it's about a girl who moves to Miami with her boyfriend, just for a better life, just, things like that. So she moves to Miami. She's working as a call center agent for a health insurance company. I'm not a call center agent, but that was my work life for like 25 years. Call center, inbound calls, sales, stuff like that. So she's kind of got the same occupation. And she did not make enough money. So she goes to a strip club and gets a job as a waitress, bartender, and she starts selling drugs, and her whole situation blows up. She's got this other guy who was wanting her on his team. So it's kind of battle between the boyfriend that's already been there and this new guy that's coming in that's in the strip club. But the guy in the strip club is bad news. So some of that is similar to my story. At one time in my life, I was a call center agent, and I got a second job as a waitress at a strip club. This was back in like 2015, 14, 15, something like that. So I'll let y'all, take your imagination from there. But so everything I write has got something to do with what I've been through or what I did. Another book that's very important to me that came out earlier this week is called His Grit, My Fight. It's basically a domestic violence thriller where this girl meets this guy. He pretty much love bombs her, and then he starts turning to this obsessive, compulsive, addicted person to her, and she has to fight for her life to get out of the situation. I've been there a couple of times in life as well. And then there's another one that is one of my favorites. It's called Karma from the Block. Karma from the Block is about a girl that lives right outside of the city of Atlanta, and she's back from something that happened in the past. So she comes back to Atlanta, and for a reason. I'm not gonna tell y'all the whole book, but she comes back to Atlanta for a reason and meets this other guy. It's kind of like an urban romance, street lit situation with that as well. So all of these stories have something to do with something I've been through in the past. Let's see. What am I talking about? I do want to let everybody know that I do have my paperbacks available. This is Blood Money Mafia, Mitchie's Reign 1 and 2. And then we have these are the books that I first started back off with when I started dropping my books again. I have Queen B1, A City Trap Tour, and Queen B2, Bloodline Empire. And I just got these copies here. Oh, this is another book that I like, Double Dribble. This is a good this is a good little steamy one about a sports agent that is working with a basketball player who has an obsessive girlfriend, and some other things happen in the book as well. It's very interesting. And then Karma from the Block, like I said, this is my favorite one right now, and I see a lot of people reading it. And one more thing I want to say too before we go any further, I did want to say thank you to all of the book groups, fellow authors for sharing, and last but never least, the readers that have been supporting my work since I've come back. I am still learning about the different things that y'all like to read and want to read about. So I am I'm doing what I can do to please my readers and keep them happy and giving them something to read. Hopefully, I could drop a book every weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to keep try to keep the same momentum.
That's a bar. Okay, we got to get a book signing somewhere, popping off.
Yeah,
Physical and
I'm
virtual.
excited for next year. I know we're going into
Yeah,
the fall and everything. I'm excited for the book conventions that I hope that everybody's going to invite me to, so I can come to your town and set up and let y'all know what I'm all about. But yeah, I like to write the gritty reads. I'm getting into the steamy stuff. I do see what the readers are saying on Facebook. They're like, "Oh, I like my books nasty. I like them like this. I'm like them like that." I'm like, okay, so I'm definitely working on that. It's getting better. So I'm kind of improved when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I'm getting into it. I've got a nice one that I'm going to drop really soon. It's probably going to come out next week. I haven't said anything about it, but I do have an urban fiction romance coming out soon as well. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about my book journey. I'm really into it, this time. And, I do want everybody to leave reviews and let me know what they think about my work. So if there's anything that I need to work on or change or upgrade or whatever, I'm willing to do that. So I also wanted to let people know, when you read my books, please leave your review on Amazon. So this way I know what to do better as an author.
that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna segue for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's my 10-year anniversary is coming up, and you
Happy
are an
anniversary.
honored guest over here. So, how would you describe your experience over here on Do the Knowledge Radio?
Oh, well, me and you are friends anyway, but this has always been a platform that I'd be able to come to and talk about my books or talk about anything you have going. You have some interesting things going on in this channel.
Yeah,
But my experience here is very well. It's professional. You're professional, and you're a deep guy. I love it. Do the
that's what's up.
knowledge.
That's what's up. Okay, ain't that like getting love, real love, not this fake love that we out here and be performing there. Okay, so yeah, we appreciate your presence, your time, your energy, your commitment, and most of all, your stories. So I'll be looking forward to if you decide to resurrect Boss Hive Radio and kind of rebrand it. Those people who are reading your books, invite them on. Invite them on. Have your own virtual situation where you hearing their stories as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great opportunity to be connecting and interacting with your readers because every place got some place where they gather together, whether it's the library or whatever the case may be. And you never know who your readers actually are and what they do, so might be able to connect you on the road and have you booked and busy out here. Book
Right.
signings and group discussions.
Thank you.
Me,
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing back the Boss High Radio. You know how it is. It takes a lot of energy to do these shows and
right?
stuff like that. So with everything I got going on, I have the time. I think.
Once a month, I'm telling you, you start off once a
Once a
month, you'd
month.
be
That's
surprised.
what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Yeah, that's
That's what I was
amazing.
thinking, like once a month, and not even just for the readers, but for the authors too, because I use
Right.
that platform to, put authors out there like me and
Mhm.
advertise and have their people and their family and friends come on the show, and
Yeah,
that also, that helps us out as well. So yeah, I'm thinking about it.
that's what's up right there. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Now, you always been a woman of faith ever since I met you, you know. But I know life has a way of pushing us closer or
hmm
further away from the Most High. So, for you on your path and on your journey, what's one of those greatest lessons you learned from your relationship with God, with your own trials and tribulations?
that at the end of the day, all you have is Him,
Mm.
and you must rely on Him and have faith that He's gonna work things out. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a person that comes to close calls. I be skating by the skin of my teeth, and just when I think it's over with, God comes and he's had been working the whole time to put the situation together and get you together. So I mean, I'm not perfect when it comes to that. I am human, but I do know better, and I do know that God looks out for us, and he definitely saves me out of many situations. I can't even count.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, I know we talked about details of writing, and I know that you're constantly writing, but writing in particular, the stories that you wanted to tell
Mhm.
versus the stories that you are telling versus the stories that you will tell. How can you gauge that? Where's that at? And, how do you think things have changed over time in regards to you and storytelling?
Well, okay, so back when I wrote Broken Heart, This Ain't a Love Story, I mean, I spilled it all. Everything that I can remember. Um, a lesson that I learned from that was I hurt some people's feelings when I wrote that book, but it wasn't about them. It was about me and my experiences and what I went through and things like that. So I think now I'm a little older now, and I'm more careful about what I say about certain things when it doesn't pertain to me. And so when I write my stories, when I include some of the things that I've been through or that I've done, um, it's about that character. And sometimes when I'm writing the book, I'm the character when I'm writing it. I don't know why I do that, but I put myself in that character's position and in that place. So now I tell enough to know when it comes to me or the characters I write about that I put myself in, and I don't touch too much on my family and stuff like that now, and I did that before. Um, but yeah, I'm just taking and flip it, and I might glamorize some things that I went through. I might make them look minute, things like that. But they're definitely real experiences and real things that I've been through.
So, what do you want the reader to take away from your
I want
writing
them. I
journey
want
and
to.
experience?
You know how when you watch a movie and you might be crying 1 minute because of this, and then you might be
Right.
laughing because of that, and
Mhm.
then you might get upset, because I want to take people through those emotions when I write the movie. I want them to be excited about it. I want them to talk about it. I want to take them through a journey. I want to put them in the trenches with the book, like kind of like when I'm writing it. I'm in my head, I'm that character, right?
Mhm.
So I want that person to do that as well, to have that experience. So I believe reading my books are an experience. They're a movie, and nothing is perfect, but I feel like I do a really good job, and I'm proud of myself for the way I've been writing.
That's what's up. Do you have a person or persons in mind? Like, if you was to describe who you write for, like who your books are for, you know, what could you
They're
tell
for
me
me.
about them? Aside from you, I know it's your own therapy, right? But
Yeah,
who do
and,
you
and it
write
and
for?
it is therapy because I could be sitting here. I'm sitting in my office now where I work every day, and I could just be working or walk to the kitchen and go get something to drink, and I'll come up with this idea, a storyline, you know, and I'm able to outline it and put that story together and make it happen. So ideas like there was one point in time where every day for like maybe 2 weeks straight, I had several ideas
Mm,
of books that I want to write and what I want to write about. Sometimes God will give you this time, and it's also different this time because God gave me a vision and He gave me a lot of these ideas and how to maneuver the story and make it work for me. So I enjoy that part of it too. So yeah, the writing the books, they're for me, they're therapy. If I want to kill a nigga in the book, I might want to get that off my chest. If I want to slap a hoe in the book, because it's gonna happen in the book.
That's a bar.
You know,
That
it's
is a
getting
bar.
it off your chest. But yeah, but that's how I feel like. Oh, I ain't gonna tell. There's a scene in one of my last books in the His Grip My Fight. And I couldn't wait to get to the part of this book, to get this guy back that was abusing her and treating her all
Mm,
crazy. So, but y'all read that one. That one's a good one. His Grip, My Fight. All of those books are available on Amazon. I do want to talk about another book. I'm kind of scared to put this out because I don't know how people are going to respond to it. Me myself, since I've been where I'm at, and
mm,
just doing everything as far as like financial bills and things like that on my own. I actually have produced and made my Boss Hive uh, Glow Up Financial Budget Planner. It
dope.
should be dropping in a couple of days. I made two versions of the book. One is like dark blue colors, and then I have the pink one for us, the ladies, to glow up. So the one for the fellas or whoever is called Secure the Bag Budget Planner. And then I have the other one is called Glow Up Financial Planner. So they're very detailed financial planners. You can see behind me, I got my whiteboard. So that's how I keep track of my finances and stuff like that in the whiteboard. But I do want a book because I want to see at the end of the year what I've spent, whether it's from what I brought in. I want to see how much money I was able to save by the end of that. By the end of the
Mm-hmm.
year. I liked my stuff to be detailed and specific, so I'm gonna get the book. I'll drop it when it's available. I had to make some minor changes to it, but I'm gonna have the book myself, and I'm gonna test it out for a whole year to see how that works for me. I'm very interested in that. I'm interested in a couple of things. I need to get to a certain place in life where I could do it. But when it comes to like financial planning, budgeting, saving your money and stuff like that, that's something that I really would like to get more into. I'm getting older and older and we're all getting older by the minute. But I do want my finances in a certain place, and when I get to a certain age, I'll be 50 soon, and I want to be organized and well versed in how to handle my money. So I'm gonna start with that. So y'all be looking forward to Glow Up Financial Budget Financial Planner.
That's what's up right there. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, people need it. Everybody need it. We didn't grow up. Most of us didn't grow up in those type of homes. So we have to create those type of homes for our children, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren. So If you
Yeah.
ain't come from a wealthy home, they say make sure one come from you. That's what they be talking about anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about a financial planner. I mean, I knew about it, but I when that's not something we jumped to go use. But like I said, I've been using my whiteboard here, but I really want a book so that it'd be something that's written in ink, and I can look back and see next year. Okay, what I need to do different this year than I did next year.
Right.
I'm gonna maneuver that. So I'll be using one for BossHive Publications, and I'll be using one for my own personal.
Don't. I'm proud of you, by the way. Okay. I'm
Thank
very,
you.
very proud of you. I'm thankful that God has his hand in your life and that you're a living testament and testimony that, God is with us. So it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I know your birthday coming up, right? And look how
How'd
close
you
we are.
know?
I be knowing stuff, right? Your birthday is coming up on the same day that I started this show.
Oh, really?
How about that? How about that? Okay. So
Oh,
you, my little sister, Michael Jackson,
yep.
and the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina is all on the same day. That's the reason why I chose the date for this show. So,
Really? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Well,
you
happy
connected.
anniversary to you. Congratulations.
You connected over here. You understand what I'm saying? You was connected over here. So yeah, God saw fit for a way for us to connect and be together. So we're
Yeah.
gonna be celebrating. While we celebrating and elevating. So
What are y'all gonna do for the celebration? What you doing?
we got a weekend planned events. So folks is coming down to Miami to do something live. It'll be the second time I did something in person for a celebration. So 10 years, we got to do it big. So we're gonna be doing it big.
And you didn't
Got some
invite
folks
me.
coming in. Look,
I said,
you
and
be
you didn't
working.
invite me.
You be working. Your book's gonna be there though. I know that.
Okay.
Your book's gonna be there.
I'll
So
take. I'll
it
be
ain't,
there in spirit.
yeah, yeah. We are making a stop at a bookstore, so we're going to promote some books. I have some books. I done wrote 12 ebooks since the last time you talked to me.
What?
And yeah, so I've
Where do
been
you?
writing.
They on Amazon?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
they could get it from me directly, but I do have an author's page on Tertula. So
Oh, so you might be on Boss High Radio soon then.
hey, I'm bookable. Okay, I am bookable. Yeah,
Well,
so
congratulations to you. You didn't tell me that.
surprise. Okay, see look. So we just out here working, doing a bunch of things happening, and a lot going on. So in that spirit of celebration, in that spirit of being celebratory, so one more
Mm-hmm.
thing to celebrate. We're gonna be
That's
turning
great.
up for Authoress Mone't, like mm, 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 mm. The real queen pen out here, all right? The real queen pen. Yeah.
I'm
So,
trying. But yeah, so that's basically all going. That's all what's going on with me. School, work, writing. I'm still on my health journey. I've lost 100 pounds since last year. I
yeah.
went, yep, I went from 253 pounds. I'm 153 right now. I've been keeping. It's been about a year and a half now. Yep.
Where that book
So
at?
I'm working on a book.
Okay. Because ain't nothing like it. People need different sparks of motivation. They need, a little bit. I know that's like against your religion to be vulnerable, but a little bit of vulnerability in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? Because people needed it. Early. You always see people with their workout videos and stuff like that because that inspires people. And they go off and on with it. Like they be like, I was doing so good, and then something happened, and now I'm off track, and I'm trying to get back focused. So yeah, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
like a
this
little bit of
time
transparency.
I had gotten bigger than I had ever been. and I was just determined to get it off. Determined, and I was not taking no for an answer. So you gotta stay disciplined. I did have some help with weight loss drug, the semaglutide that's been out. So I had assistance with that, but I didn't just lay around and lose the weight. I do a lot of working out. Gym, workout at home. I got my dumbbells. I got my kettlebells. I got my squat machine and whatnot from TikTok. I got all that stuff in here. So you gotta be able to keep it up. But yeah, the book that I'm working on with that is I kind of sat it to the side for a bit because it's really going to be a book about a woman a woman 40 and over that is having a hard time with love and relationships and
Mm,
menopause and
mm.
weight gain and things like that. So I'm working on that one. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get that one together. Maybe by the end of the year or the first of the year sometime. But yeah, I got a lot of
Perfect
stuff I'll be
time.
working on. My dad even asked me the other day. He was like, "How you doing all this stuff with everything you got going on?" I have nothing but time. I don't have no little kids. Uh, Nothing. It's just me. It's just me and the Lord over here
That's it.
working it out.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So, is there anything that you didn't mention that you got up your sleeve that you want to promote while we got this time?
I want to say hi to my family, my
Amen.
kids, my parents, my brother. I also want to say hi to my readers and say thank you once again for supporting Authoress Mone't BossHive Publications. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy doing what I do, and I will continue. Um, I love y'all every day. I'm excited to see what I can bring new for everyone, and try to be more visible on Facebook and on my social medias. I know through these 5 or 6 years I've been kind of in and out. So I'm here to stay this time. I didn't got my energy up for all this stuff. And you other my fellow authors, you guys keep writing those wonderful stories and books. I see all of us out there in traffic on Facebook and TikTok
Mm.
and whatnot, trying to get our work out there and get everybody to read our stories and get them seen. So I also want to thank y'all for y'all support again to all the book clubs. I probably share to about 40 something book clubs several times a day. So I can't name y'all all, but thank you so much for supporting me and let me share on your page and things like that. Um, Boss High Radio may come back, it may not. I'm not really sure. Um, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
I heard it will be. I heard through the grapevine. Okay. I heard through the grapevine. It's gonna be. So, that's what I heard.
That's your favorite. Okay.
So, to young creatives that are out here that are writing, you know, speak to them, and then to the publishers that's out here that's thinking about venturing off into the publishing space. Folks say writing is dead, ain't nobody reading books no more. You telling them that's some BS. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I hate that. I hate when people act like, well, I mean, let me stop. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm over here reading novel after novel because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I know
mm,
everybody's not into, you know, sitting up in the bed and reading a book or on the couch or whatever. But there's people that are into that and they're interested in that and they rather read a book than watch a movie.
mm,
So, but I do hate that people act like they don't read at all. Um, but that's fine. Everybody has their preferences and everybody might not be into what you're writing about. So you're going to have to engage with your readers as much as you can so you know what they want. Just like his Grit My Fight, that idea was given to me by my reader. She told me what she wanted to see and what she wanted in the story, and I delivered that. So it's very important to know what your readers like to read, who your target audience is. And another thing that I overcame was putting your stuff out there on Facebook. And I don't care if you got to do it 20 times a day. You may feel like you're getting on these people's nerves. I don't care. I used to
Okay.
care about that, but I don't care anymore because
That's
this is
right.
my work, this is my art, and I want it to be published and brandished all over the internet. If I could reach as many women as I can or men as I can with my books and my stories, that's what I'm going to do. So if I'm getting on your nerves, too bad. I'm gonna keep sharing my books and my stories to keep my readers happy. Okay, so that's another thing. That's another thing I will tell the up and coming authors that are out or coming out or just coming out. Don't be scared to share your work. Don't think you're getting on people's nerves because they're gonna act like they ignoring it anyway. But them same people that's ignoring your work is the same people that's gonna buy your book and you don't even know it.
Mm.
And don't look for all of your family and friends to support you. A stranger will support you before somebody you know will. Again, I thank everybody that has and that will support from now on. Um, was there anything else? I don't
The
think there's anything.
publishers.
Oh, publishers.
Yeah.
I prefer to self-publish because I put my work, my life story in the hands of someone else and it didn't work out. So nobody's going to take care of your work or care about it more than you do. So if you can indie and self-publish like a lot of us are doing out here, I would suggest that you do that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't I tell you she was dope and she was beautiful and she don't, she don't be playing out here. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to find a word for the family about this one day before we go.
Final word for what?
For the people. Something dope. Something fly.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Mm. There we go.
My
Tell people one
dad,
more time.
I don't know if he's watching or not, but he used to say that when I was younger, like when I was going through something,
Mm-hmm.
he'd be like, "Tomorrow's a new day." So that's actually my favorite saying.
Dope.
I'm
Well,
a daddy's girl.
hey, tell people where they can find you on social and where they can find your books again one more time.
Well, right now on Facebook, I'm just using my personal Facebook, Davina Monet. Really, yes, Monet is actually my middle name. And then I have BossHive Publications on Facebook book as well as BossHivePublications. And then I have BossHive_Publications on Instagram. And then Super Vina on TikTok.
Okay, she on the TikTok, y'all. Super Hina.
I'm getting into the TikTok thing. I'm getting into it.
Authoress Mone't, it's been a pleasure and an honor. Okay, hopefully I ain't gotta wait a couple years for you to come back. You understand what I'm saying?
No, you won't.
That's what's up right there. Man,
Well,
love and
thank you
honor
so
to
much for
you.
having me on
You
your show.
feel
I
me?
want to thank you too. You are always very supportive of me, and we message back and forth every now and then, and you're always welcome. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for your platform. Happy anniversary on your 10 years on my birthday,
Whoop, whoop,
August
whoop, whoop,
29th.
whoop, whoop, whoop,
Um,
whoop.
one more thing about the books. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um, if you guys want paperbacks, please inbox me. If you want a paperback, you can cash at me. We'll discuss it with me first, and I'll give that information later. But if you want a paperback, just reach out. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I'm around.
She outside, y'all. Inside and outside. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we out of here for now. We will be back. Okay, I'm gonna bother her until she come back. So it's all good.
All
Peace,
right,
y'all.
thank y'all.
Once you've heard the madness, everything else is just cheap whiskey.
Most high Christianists, mental abolitionists with the vision gift, seeing the deliverance from the ignorance, cognitive dissonance. Future I envision this. On and off the mic, I speak right like this is what the mission is. I know the wisdom biz and overstand like who know and bear that witnesses. I am the power refined, God man. Equity too high to equal the caveman. God's son, true builder of the land, destroyer of the demons. I'm a poppin' where they stand. Word to biz, born exposing opposing plan. It's Deacon Vinny, microphone Jones with a forced hand. The next level cipher writer, spark the minds that light the fire. Call me Mr. Mystifier. I'm used to gift to lift us higher. With the frequency that frequently fit, inspire. Elders and young thugs that do what they do, where they do what they thumbs. They lazy, they think we dumb. We put the work in system that a system to be numb. Make them good Christians, but don't link them to where they from. So I write rhymes with them ancient guidelines. I fight crime sitting on the sidelines. But when they got the blind eyes, I just treat them like they dumb.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before them shot them gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge get done, unified we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun and run.
To the knowledge.
Walk with me, twist your loud, get your double shots of yak. Sit down, have a talk with me. I'm from an era where certain shit just couldn't fly. You tell another man suck your dick, you might die. These new dudes got it confused, thinking it's a game, until somebody hitting at they ass, bringing the pain. But that's the plan, they want us to kill ourselves. Our existence is up to us, no one else is responsible for raising our daughters and the queens and our sons and the kings. Teaching them everything about necessary tools we need to use for survival. It's way bigger than reading Qurans or the Bible. That's gonna go over the heads of many. Thick skin, homie, I got plenty, so I'll be ready for the backlash and slander coming from my own people. It's sad to say, but we'll never equal our full potential as long as we following what they teach us. Telling lies, all in 8 books, it never reach us. At least us, the ones with some knowledge of self. But trying to wake my people up is a struggle itself. Instead of begging for a seat at their table, let's build one. As soon as they try to violate, let's kill one. That's where my heart at. A couple hundred years of the same treatment gave us Obama, so we think we even. I ain't believing none of this bullshit them puppeteers speaking, telling us lies each and every weekend. Banana in the tailpipe tactics. To tell the truth, I feel we moving backwards. We got a lot of actors playing the part, but it ain't in they heart, so what's it worth? Got brothers dressing up like chicks toting the purse. Everybody capitalizing off us. We ain't too far from giving up our seat on the back of the bus.
When knowledge get done, unified we're one. The race we run, before them shot that gun.
To the knowledge.
When knowledge get done, unified we won. The race we run, before they shot that gun and run.
To the knowledge.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. Right in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to
motive
the
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.